Welcome back to the farm. We're going to start cutting potatoes today. And I cut them like two, to at least one day before I plant them. Maybe I like to do two. So I'm going to start, and we're doing 50 pounds this year. And you already seen the video where I prepped. If you haven't, go back and watch this. Just a couple of videos ago. I got the patch all prepped. So today, what we do. Now I have seen people, and these are red Potomac, and they're like a red skin potato, and these grow. We've had pretty good luck growing these. I want to grow two varieties this year, this red Potomac and Yukon, Golden Yukon, I think it's the name of it. So we like these these red ones are really good because you can get them kind of when they're about little and cut them up and put them in beans and stuff, and they're really good that way. And then the other ones are good for like French fries and stuff. But anyway, I got 25 pounds of each, and we're going to cut the eyes off, and I'll show you how to do it. And I've got a bucket here, so I got the red for the red Potomac, and I have a white one for the Yukon. So we're going to cut them today and let them set a couple days, and we'll come back in the video, you know, by video magic, and we'll be down there planting. But anyway, so what you do, and I have seen people put this whole thing, it's kind of a waste. I mean, it'll work, but you know, if you got you know, if you want maximum production for what you buy, it's best to do this. And I'll show you what you do. You want them about the size of an egg minimum. And so this one's got a ton of good eyes on it, so I'm just going to cut it in half. And then, you see this part, you can't dip this in lime, just regular powdered or pulverized lime. Now I was going to do that, but I've got some out there, but I'm out here on my back porch and I don't want to do it. So I might go back there and take it out to the garage and do it later. But anyway, so you want this potato to skin over. It'll form like a scab, and then keep it more healthy. That way you won't have funguses and stuff to get in there. And that's kind of what the lime does too. So I might even just put it down in as a plant. So I had planted them just like this, cut them the same day and plant them. I don't know if they don't do as good, but it will work. So anyway, that's all you do. So most of these are the size. I'm just going to cut them in half. If it's real big, you would want to, you know, you come in. This is no. I'm just cutting them in half. If it's real big, you can cut them multiple times. Now for this size, I just go ahead and throw them in there. I don't cut these. Like I said, you want them about the size of an egg. So that one's marginal, so I just throw it in there. Minimum size of an egg. So you can see how we did it. It's actually pretty relaxing. Especially, you kind of get excited about planting and stuff, and this right here ain't no good. Yeah, chuck, that one ain't no good. It's rotten. Like this one right here is pretty big, and I could cut that again, but I'm just not gonna go. It's marginal. So I'm gonna get these cut up, and then go get my bag of Yukon Golds, and we'll look at them, see what kind of condition they're in. And this right here, every one of them, I've got one bad one so far out of this one, so I'm really happy with this. Like I said, I got 25 pounds of these, and 25 pounds the other ones. I haven't, it's most we've ever grown. So I was talking to my dad this morning. He said they used to grow 100 pounds a year, and they would get 20 bushels of potatoes, he said, for the year, which I guess that would feed them for the whole year. Yeah, when we harvest them, I like them this size right here myself, and you know, you can cut them or peel them if you want to. I think she just throws them in there kind of like that, and we eat them. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna finish cutting these, and then I'm gonna go get the Yukons, and we'll take a look at them, get them cut up. Now this right here is a Yukon. You can see the difference. It's got that tan. It's kind of like a regular old potato, like you get the grocery store. Must have been in here by mistake. You can see that 25 pounds filled out that whole 5-gallon bucket. Now these are Yukon Gold here, so they're different flesh, and the outside's different. Those potatoes there, I think maybe some of the best ones I've ever had as far as having eyes and all that. So I bought some. Didn't look like it had the first eye on it. You plant them and you worry about it, you know. But them all look good. See, like this one. One side of it's got a bunch of eyes. The other side don't look like it's got any. Try and see. It'll be our last thing we plant for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll plant some more beets and carrots, and so I will be doing that. I'll do that in a couple of weeks, but then about 4 weeks it'd be on. It'd be tomatoes, it'd be everything. Cucumbers. Everything we got would be planted. I like to lay down the plastic, so I'm gonna try to lay down my plastic early this year. Usually I do it like the few days before I plant, but I'm gonna try to get at least maybe at least 2 weeks. I'd like to do, maybe 3. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna get these cut up, and like I said, I'll show you when I get them all like them. You know, when we start, before we plant, I'll show you how they kind of scab over a little. You can see what more see what we're talking about. You might already know. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So, all right, it's relaxing. All right, I'll see you down in the field. Okay, we're down here at Potato Patch, and it's been about 2 or 3 days since we cut them potatoes, and I'll show you those before we plant them. But I'm gonna till this real quick. Then we're going to take the TYM and lay it out, and I'll show you all that. I'm not going to show you the tilling because I've already done that a couple videos, so it's not a big deal. And it's really windy out here. It's going to kind of alter my plans a little bit of what I was going to do, but I'll explain that as I go. So now you see it, now I'm going to till it. And just like that, movie magic is done. So it really didn't take that long anyway. So now, I'm gonna get the TYM. I got it over here, and I got my middle buster on it, or layout. Some people call it a middle buster. Some people call it a layout plow. I'll bring it over here and show it to you. But I really bought it to dig up potatoes, and that's what I usually been doing with it. So I'm gonna bring it over here, and I'll kind of show you what we're gonna do here with it. So this is, of course, our TYM 4815H, and this is the like I said, it's called a middle buster. It's what we've always called it. And some people call it a layout plow, so you can lay out your rows with it. So I'm gonna lay these potatoes out, these rows out. I'm gonna stick this down and like dig a little trench down through there, and I'm gonna mark it off, and then I'm gonna buy another piece of equipment called a hiller. When they come up, I'll be able to go over it with this tractor and hopefully hill those potatoes and fertilize them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and it's the first time I've used this for this, so it might take a little adjustment. And I don't know how many rows I can get. I don't know if I can get all 50 pounds of potatoes in here because, like I said before, this is the first time we've planted this many potatoes. So we're gonna get started at it and see how many rows we get. Should at least get one, two, three, four, 5 rows at least. So then I got more ground over there that I till it up if we need it. So let's get this laid out and we'll get to planting. Alright, so I got 7 rows and it did alright. I couldn't get my stock to work where I could put it at the same depth every time, but that's okay. So here's the potatoes. I'm going to start with a red Potomac, and this is healed over nice. It's like almost like a potato chip. That's what it feels like without the salt. It's got that skin on it and it's supposed to protect them, and I was going to lime these rows, and I bought some to do that, but it's so windy I wouldn't never get it in there. The lime, I was just going to put a little bit, not to change the pH, but to give a little calcium, and it kind of acts like a fungicide too. So it's kind of like a natural fungicide. So, but this wind is howling. We're fixing to get a storm tonight, I think. So that's why I'm gonna get this in.
Can you put the lime on after you've got these?
It's best if you do it, I think, in the thing. That way it protects it. Yeah, but we might put a little lime on it afterwards. So we'll see. So we're gonna start planting, and I'm gonna plant them about 16 inches apart. Some put them 12 inches apart. You can do either way. I just have a better, I think, a little bit farther apart. And like I said, I got 25 pounds of each. And here's the Yukon Gold. It's scabbed over really nice. And that's the reason you do that, because it kind of protects fungus from getting in there. I mean, you can do it, and I don't know that, some people say it don't make no difference, but whatever. So when we plant cut side down. Here's the eyes. This is what it actually grows. So and I go through with my hoe before I cover them up, like these right here. I'll turn them over. Of course, the ones that ain't cut don't matter. Alright, so we're going to get this row planted, and we'll come back and see how long it takes. Let's see. 10 after right now. We'll see how long it takes to do 25 pounds. So it took us 15 minutes to do 4 rows. That's 50 pounds. And I did 7 rows, I only need 4. So I think we're gonna go buy some more and finish them out. So 12 and a half per row, so I need to get like 37 and a half or something like that pounds. And now, here comes the fun part. We're gonna cover them up. And I just got a big wide hole here. This is probably going to take longer than the planting, but we're going to get it done here. And I'm going to leave one side of this, that way when they come up and get so big, I was going to fertilize them in there. There's just no way we can throw fertilizer in there today. So when we do them other ones, I might do another video and kind of show you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them covered up, and
where are you leaving one side? You never finished.
Oh, I take my healer. I'm gonna buy a healer which is 2 discs, and when they come up so big, we'll throw some fertilizer on them, and we'll cover them back up. We'll take that disc and run down through here and throw that dirt up on them. Supposed to save a lot of time. We always, well, up there I did it by hand, which wasn't that much, but quite a bit of potatoes here. So. Alright, we're going to get this covered up and we'll tell you how long it takes. Okay, it took us about 12 to 14 minutes, I think, to do that. There's 2 of us now, me and my camera person, and she helped me plant too. But really didn't take that long. It took longer to get set up, seemed like, and cut them and everything. So like I said, we're gonna get some more and do that, finish this out. That way we'll have a good, hopefully have a good thing of potatoes. I see some watermelon fabric going towards the railroad. Yeah, maybe it hit them trees before it gets there. Alright, so we went all through the process. We got 2 varieties that we like that grows pretty good here, and we cut them. I showed you how we did that. Showed you them set for 2 or 3 days. Showed you the skin over. We tilled it. We laid it out with this. Now up there I'd take just my hoe and I just make a trench and throw them in it. But, you know, this is quite a long, I don't know how long this is. I need to measure it. So plant them, show you how you go, cut side down, cover them up. Now when they come up and get pretty big, we'll throw some fertilizer on them, we'll hit them with a healer. We'll hit them and I'll show you how we do that. Probably a few weeks. So if I can think of it, I'll show you how we decided to lime fertilize over here. Do this a little different. We might do them a little different, make a better day, and compare the 2, see which one does better. That'd be a good experiment. Alright, appreciate you watching the video. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, support your local farmer. We do a live every Monday night at 7:30. If you got questions, you can come on there and type on there and we'll answer them live in real time. If you're local, we got a farm stand that's open right now on Saturdays. Later on in the season or the year, it'll open 6 days a week. Right now we're open 1 day a week. We got pasture raised eggs, Got soap, chapstick. Last week we had banana bread. There ain't no telling what I will have. Come stop by there and see us. Appreciate you watching. Support your local farmer. We'll see you down here in the farm next video.